Yeah, I was
Older.
hoping, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I guess again, that's why the GPS knows all this stuff. It doesn't say that, it just thinks you're some squirrely route. I've learned to trust it, you know, it's like, usually there's a good reason.
Okay.
Then you talk to people later and find out, oh yeah, that road's closed.
This one means I can keep track of everything.
Yeah.
How are you, Mr.
Is there a
Tucker?
way to turn
Your
it?
pool open still?
No,
Mike's
just had it
on?
close to that.
They're always on.
I'm braiding
They're
mine.
always on.
because I'm
Okay,
Mike is
having
always on, okay.
fiberglass Step
Whether you
repaired
see an
tomorrow.
LED.
So I developed, had a new liner, and then I all of a sudden had a leak at the step, like 30-some years old, so.
I'll do it. Ready to have that out.
Layup.
I shocked the living crap out of it today before I came in.
I've got 6 gallons of liquid to put into it. I'll have to put some more water in it before I close it.
Well, I had a lung infection here the other week. What happened was the guy came out, he's like, I've never seen this before. I'm like, we were gone a week and we came back and
That's the lesson I
pools were down and like my covers all the way down on it. And what the heck, so it was probably good.
Justin, did you send that picture that you sent me to everybody,
And
or,
what happened was I go around to the side.
do you know, that you explained it was that Caliber was the business?
Hose and-
No, that was just our text,
Everything
yeah.
comes in.
Okay, so maybe mention that in your overview, just so everybody knows that's, you know, the lot we're talking about north of that Caliber
Hoping
auto
disintegrated.
repair.
He's like, it could have been a different.
Because it was really helpful to get
Leo will
that.
cover that, it's just the
Thankfully, you know,
parcel that
typically
you
like
were
the
referring
shorts on
to.
the-
We could even pull the monitors
made,
down if you want.
Draw right now
That
with the
would be-
skimmer when I go.
If you're logged into that.
For the
And
auto
because of
sales?
that, I saved it.
Yeah, if you're logged
If I
into
hadn't
that.
have had it on the skimmer,
Yeah.
I would have burned that pump out
If not, don't worry
like
about
crazy,
Yeah.
so.
it. Okay.
Anyway, thank you very much for
Yeah, we're
the,
still good, but yeah,
Might
we
do
want to
that
have
or
it
not.
closed.
We can, if that's what you
Well,
want.
I thought the picture was helpful, if it's not a big
How's everything
deal.
else though? Everything.
Might as well test out all the bells and whistles tonight here, Justin.
Yeah, I don't know where the box
Vegas for a
remotes
couple of
is.
days,
There's a
so
box.
I want to see the different new buildings.
You go to the sphere?
We're going to see that,
We
yeah,
don't know all the ones we need.
because we hadn't seen that.
What is Baxter Boys?
This is so
and
typical,
Bigger
you gotta have
Day,
5
it's
different
Wizard of
remotes to
Oz, I
operate
think.
anything.
I don't know.
If you want to see a show there, I've heard it's pretty good.
Beth checked out the show, we're not going to go, it's like $600 a ticket.
Yeah, we may not be.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Okay,
We're
well,
saving our
yeah,
money.
you can. I think everybody's seen that place.
Yeah, we can show them on the screen.
The Literary
here, if
Society.
David would like that.
Here in town.
Once you name the business, I think everybody will know what we need.
Up in Leesburg.
In Leesburg?
I read.
Okay, I guess I did technically sponsor that, I suppose. so.
Okay, I think we're on.
Yes, we're ready when you are.
Is Dave not joining us tonight?
Say again?
Is Dave not joining us tonight either? I didn't see an email from him.
Baumgartner?
Yeah.
And he didn't
I
mention,
did not see anything on that. I just know that Tammy's not gonna be here, so we gotta be unanimous or no?
Right.
Yeah.
Why don't we wait
Unanimous or
just a
nothing?
couple minutes to see if Dave's here?
Okay.
Just, he on the out list, so I think it might be just a couple
he
Do
did
minutes.
you have a
indicate-
number? I got a phone if you have a number.
I don't have his number, but I think we could wait a couple minutes. I think that might be okay.
You look bored already.
Is that the second case?
yeah.
So this is the location of the second case that we will hear. It's just north of
Are
Caliber
those,
Collision.
are those existing now by Anderson Greenhouse and you're moving up there so that building can be built?
I think it's a different distributor.
Oh.
I'm not, yeah, I think it's a different, but it would be very similar.
So when is going to happen? Do you have any idea where that, by Anderson Greenhouse, when that's going to be?
They're gearing up, they're doing their site development plans right now, so I'd say
You know where
next
the
year.
Caliber Auto
sometime.
Repair is on North 15?
Yeah.
And how about
that's
the
what they're talking
industrial?
about there. Just north here, I guess
Just
they're gonna use
north.
a lot.
No, I haven't heard a lot
These
from them since
sheds
they
on
were
it.
in here. So that
Mm.
one, that would be nice to see that go in
Yeah.
there, but I haven't.
From what I'm hearing down there,
I
it's
haven't checked
different
those
from the ones
parcels
that
either,
Sanderson
if they
Green
require
It
them.
seems like
Right,
the only thing
right.
that's been a
Well,
go
I
has
was
been
gonna
the
say,
parking.
there's something to be going
Everything
in.
else hasn't.
to
It just takes a while. All the engineers are
So
backlogged
we
and it
approved
just,
something.
everything
But
just
he
takes a
seems to
little
say
bit
it's a
longer
different
than you
outfit.
expect.
Hmm.
Let's see here.
Not the same group.
They own the parcels, the Carpenters Union, so.
Hmm? And the house on Market Street didn't go up.
Yeah, those little houses, but I don't know what, they're still.
And I don't see anything on Park Avenue or near Park Avenue.
one of them.
Oh, that, there's gonna be a little.
Counselors, do you have a firm time in mind?
We gave him one more minute. I think
think
we'll
that's
wait
fine.
5 minutes. And
Do you know where the location that we're talking
So
about?
it's
for the-
north of Caliber?
Yeah, so it's right here on 15, just south of this, the new Warsaw Chemical.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure everybody knew what that was.
I gotcha.
All right.
Very good.
You need to see that, Dave?
Sure.
Okay.
I kind of know where California is.
It's that auto repair place on North 15.
Yeah,
New
across
building.
from Papa Venus.
Pretty much crossed, yeah, pretty much crossed on each end, yeah.
Close to.
Have you tried that new car wash?
So,
Yeah.
No,
It's
That's
nice.
nice.
The one that's up there by them?
Yes.
Yeah, it's right by Papa
A lot better
Venus.
than the other.
Oh, yeah. The Take Five is just, Take Five was garbage.
This one's the way the other one used to be when it had the old days.
Yep.
Well, it's even nicer than that. They have a device that you can clean your mats.
Yeah, they've got some nice stuff outside. They've got like the free,
Yeah, vacuum.
wipe down. Well, not even
Oh.
vacuums. They got free like window cleaning solution.
Interior cleaning.
Towels ready for
Yeah.
it. Ready to go.
What's a wash cost?
Well, they had various ones. I got a cheap, I think it's 11 and there's a 14.
Oh, really?
And then there's like a 22.
That's pretty reasonable.
well, Rick, I think we gave it a
Package, I can write it
Okay.
off.
a fair.
Buy a
You gave
security
it a college
write-off.
try. Okay, well, good evening, panel, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the July, this isn't July 28th, this is the September,
22.
22, yeah, there we go. I got date, every date except that one. September 22, 2025, BZA meeting. First item of business is the approval of the minutes. Man, I've read them, but I can't make the motion to approve. I gotta ask somebody else.
I also move.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions or comments, or do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none. Okay, good. We're on a roll.
So just as a reminder tonight, I know you all know, we have 3 here, so we have a quorum, but we need an unanimous for whatever we're going to do to take action, so,
Yeah.
It's my favorite type of meeting.
one way or the other.
This is
That
Judge
went
Day's coming
interesting
out
for us the
here.
last time. but-
One-man rule. First item of new business, 2025-0901, development standards to allow gravel as a paving material in a R1 zoning district. And who's presenting this? Okay, no, I meant for the city. Are you?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so the petitioner is seeking a variance from development standards to allow a gravel lot in an R1 zoning district to park his RV. Pursuant to the city's municipal code in section 13024, all areas for parking and maneuvering shall be graded for proper drainage and finished hard surface, either paved or concrete, in accordance with the City of Warsaw drainage ordinance. Any deviation from this code needs approval from this board. The petitioner will add a 10-foot or 12-foot by 20-foot concrete apron towards the road, which will help prevent gravel-like material from making its way into the road. Petitioner will be using Duraberm, which is a heavy aggregate material that is cost-effective, alternative to gravel. It compacts well and offers good load-bearing capacity. The requested use will not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community. The use and value of the area adjacent to the property will not be affected in a substantially adverse manner, and strict application for the terms of the zoning ordinance will constitute an unnecessary hardship in the development of this property. Based on the information provided and the findings of fact, it is the opinion of the planning department to allow this variance for a gravel lot in an R1 zoning district for the property in question.
Okay. Leah or Justin, my question would be, could you just quickly review the purpose of wanting hard surfaces as opposed to gravel? What are the city's reasons for wanting that?
I believe it's for better drainage, but Justin
Okay.
can clarify.
I think in the past I heard too, they didn't want gravel running out on the
In the
public
road.
roads.
Yeah,
That's-
there's a myriad of reasons, but the gravel tracking out on the roads can be a safety hazard for motorcyclists and motorists and bicyclists and whoever. So that was a decision the council made many years ago.
Okay, so you think the 20-foot thing that they're doing is satisfactory to avoid that problem?
Yeah, it would definitely reduce the amount of gravel that would track out onto the road. I do think it would be incumbent on the petitioner to explain the need for that gravel, but I think just viewing it from a planning standpoint, I think Leah referenced there might have been another gravel drive in the neighborhood. So we were just looking at the context and what impact it would have on the context. I think the need is pertinent that the petitioner explains the need for it.
Okay, and then, are you familiar with what this stuff he's gonna use? Is it kind of a low dust sort of thing? So you don't have a lot of dust?
He has more information on that than
Okay.
I do, so I
Okay.
think that'd be a good question for them.
Okay, and then, as far as any input from the public, phone calls or letters, was there anything received?
Nope.
Okay.
I had another question for Justin. So isn't limestone or Durabond better for the environment than concrete in regard to runoff of water, so that it penetrates into the earth rather than being cast out into the road or into other places?
The environmental benefits, I'm not familiar with the product. I don't think that it would have it would compact the same as gravel from the minimal amount that I read about it. I don't know if Leah had any other information, but I don't think it would drain any better.
So here's what I propose. Why don't we have the petitioner come up, and maybe he has some answers to why he's choosing Duraburn as opposed to gravel or
I was just
concrete or...
asking about the environmental thing. You think he'll know about the environment?
Well, we'll ask him.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's the petitioner today? Come on up.
I got my hearing aid turned up real loud, I can't, I'm having trouble hearing.
No, that's good. So you're Carrie Stover?
Yes,
Okay, Carrie. You're petitioning to have something other than concrete or asphalt. And you
Correct.
picked a product called Duraburn.
correct.
What can you tell us about that specific product?
Well, we moved here in '84 and we've been living up at the Barbie Lake area, and up there they use Duraburn a lot. If you look on Beacon, you'll see that the Barbie Hotel, there's a light gray area next to the hotel that's gravel, and it's really pitted. And the dark gray area, if you've been to the Barbie Hotel, the restaurant, it's Duraburn is not pitted like that. And
So my understanding is Duraburn is kind of the slag product that's produced at some steel mills. Is that correct? It's like a byproduct?
That's my understanding, and I was reading about Noble County, how they're saving a lot of money using Duraburn as a base and then putting the blacktop on top of it. And that was just within the last couple of weeks I was reading about that.
And Duraburn advertises that when it becomes packed and crushed down, it forms something solid close to a concrete or more like an asphalt type surface. Is that
That's
your
what I'm
experience with it?
understanding, yes.
And that's what you've seen up at the Barbie Hotel?
Not only the Barbie Hotel, but around there's other places, because Owens Gravel, I contacted him a year ago about having it done when we still lived at the lake. And he had me go to different addresses to look at his product and how he not only puts it down, but he has a tamper that goes and tamps it down in a roller.
So how would you describe the finished product to the board here? Is
Well,
it,
it's not going to be dusty like a gravel road.
you think it'll mostly stay put more than gravel? Did it
If
appear
you look
to
at the
from what
Barbie
you saw?
Hotel, there is a lot of traffic there, because we used to live a mile from it. And the Duraburn part is holding up a whole lot better than the gravel part.
So you chose that for your RV parking because you think it's better than gravel?
Well, I think so. I won't have the dust. We are only here during the summertime. We're downsizing our house, and it's not like we're not going to be driving in and out this constantly. We're going to be parking in our concrete driveway in the garage. This is just to put our camper, and then we go south for the winter since I've retired. And we usually leave right on Christmas time, depending on where we're going, out to Arizona or to Florida. And during the summer, we do go camping here and there, and we hope to travel more next summer.
And then we saw from your site plan that you're going to put a concrete pad at the street to try to help eliminate gravel getting out into the street.
Well, I'd rather put the Duraburn all the way out since it's not an everyday use. This is only maybe a once-a-month use during the summer months.
Well, but your petition says you're going to add a 10 or 12 foot by 20 foot concrete.
Well,
and
that's what Justin, told me to put in there. But on the same road I live on, there's one camper that has nothing but grass, and the other camper has nothing but gravel. And I do have pictures of those, or you can look them up on Beacon, and you'll see the campers are sitting there on the website.
Well, so I would say this, as your petition as it's been presented, is that you're going to add that concrete thing. If you're wanting to do something else, then I suppose you better ask for something different, but
Oh, I
otherwise they're gonna.
thought that's what I had. I've never done this before,
Sure.
so I'm new to this.
Well,
I was
so here's
wanting to
what I think.
Duraburn all the way out, and then that's when he suggested I put 20 foot of concrete.
Well, I think that's smart. I think this board, they're gonna decide, but your petition has received a favorable review from the Plan Commission as presented with that concrete pad. I don't know that they'd be as favorable if.
Okay,
if
I'm new to this. I
If
don't
there's
know.
a chance that gravel gets out into the road, that's
Okay.
a big part of this, right?
If this was an everyday usage, okay, I'd understand that, but once or twice a month, a couple months during the summer, we're part of Arvix. We go to churches and camps, and we're gone a lot. That's why we're moving away from the lake and moving and downsizing our home. This place has 6 campers in this Shady Crest area, so we thought it'd be a great place to be closer to our church, closer to our kids, and
So you tell us which way you would like it to be, because
I'd
they're
rather
gonna
it be-
consider it one way or the other,
okay.
but if you ask them to consider it how presented, then you're gonna be stuck with the
Well, I'm gonna tell you
concrete.
right now, I want the 20-foot pad. Because I don't know this material, but I know that the pad works. The other thing, as far as the usage, I'd point out, we have to look beyond you. You're you're the current homeowner, but that's gonna change over time.
Right.
You know, the next guy'd be parking who knows what, how often, and then, everything you're saying goes out the window. So, there you go.
All right.
Why do you not wanna use concrete for the entire thing? Is it just a money thing?
It's a money thing, and there was a big hill there that we took out, and we're getting a retaining wall put in.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really planning on putting I didn't realize that retaining wall cost so much, so I was trying to cut some back somewhere.
Okay.
I'm getting quotes on a retaining wall now. Matter of fact, we just came from Warsaw Masonry, and they give me like 3 or 4 people that I can actually contact to get estimates. There's a lot to putting in a retaining wall that we've been trying to educate ourselves on with the gravel and the failure of water pushing it out. And by leveling out the hill, we've definitely taken away the water going off our property to the neighbors.
Okay.
So Mrs. Parker, you'd give it a favorable recommendation as presented with the concrete pad and the Duraburn as is in the petition, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, members, any other
I have
questions?
no
or
questions.
comments? Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Now, I guess we're leaving it right now. You're gonna put the concrete pad in. Is that kind of understanding between
I
us?
guess. I thought maybe this was for me to not put the concrete in and put the Duraburn all the way out. I'm misunderstood the meeting.
Okay, well, that would be between you and Justin.
Okay.
What we got presented was the concrete pad.
Okay.
And that's something we've done in the past, which seems to work well. We don't get concrete out in the road.
All right,
Still no.
So, there you go. Thank you very much.
thank you.
Okay. Anybody else wishing to speak in favor of this request? Is there anybody that has questions or wishes to speak against this request? Okay, not seeing anyone, then I will close the meeting to the public. Board, what are your thoughts?
As presented, the petition, I'm in favor. I mean, the bulk of that 20 feet of concrete will be on the city right of way anyway. And so I think, and the Durabeam sounds fantastic up to the concrete, so I vote, I'm in favor of the petition
Okay,
as,
so that, you're making a recommendation,
accept, yeah.
accept, okay.
Yeah, and I'm with the concrete pad as well. It's like that, I think long-term is an important aspect of it, as well as, you know, for the sake of the city roads and such, we don't, you know,
I have to wring the second out of you.
second.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
I didn't hear it, I didn't seem like it was an official motion.
So moved.
There we go, so you second, okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none, okay, very good, thank you. Congratulations, best wishes. Okay, next up is 2025-09-02, use variance to allow retail sales in an I-2 zoning district. Go ahead, Leah.
All right, so the petitioner is seeking a use variance to allow retail sales in an I-2 zoning district. Pursuant to the Warsaw, Indiana Municipal Code, an I-2 zoning district is intended to provide lands for most general types of industrial firms, such as manufacturing, storage, or disposal of raw materials. Any deviation from this ordinance needs approval from this board. This property is adjacent to a C3 zoning district, which is allotted for large parcels to be used for retail sales such as automobiles. The owner wishes to use this property to sell sheds, which is arguably parallel to the use and aesthetic of auto sales. The requested use will not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community. The use and value of the area adjacent to the property will not be affected. Strict application for the terms of the zoning ordinance will constitute an unnecessary hardship in the development and use of the property. Based on the information provided and the findings of fact, it is the opinion of the planning department to grant permission to the petitioner a use variance to allow retail sales on the requested parcel in an I-2 zoning district.
Okay, quick order of business here. I don't see any approval sheets in here for us to sign off on. Is there any chance we could get those so we don't have to make a separate
Trip in here. yeah.
trip in here to sign off on those?
We may have to just do the separate trip, I'm sorry. I don't think we'll have, well, did you print them out, Leah?
I can't remember. I don't think so. They would be in my folder
Let me
if I
run
had.
through it, maybe next check.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see here. Actually, I think I do have them.
Huzzah.
Okay, good.
There we go.
Yeah. At least
Okay,
for
I'll
one
let
of
you-
them I have.
So when we get done here, we'll take care of those right after. Why don't we take care of
Okay.
those right after that, so we don't get too confused here? Okay, just make sure you got both of them.
Yep, I have both of them.
Enough for everybody, both, okay.
Look at that.
That said, she's given her statement, and then, are there any questions or comments of Leah?
No.
Okay. Then, is there anyone wishing to speak in favor of this request?
Joseph.
That'd be you?
Yes.
Come on
That's
up.
Joseph.
What is it, Mr. Stober, okay. Are you Mr.
I'm
Stober?
Joseph Martins.
He's representing Mark.
I'm representing Mark Miller.
That was the last one.
Well, that's still out of gravel, these are out of order, okay, never mind. Don't let me bother, go ahead.
So yes, we're looking to buy the
There we go.
property right next to the Caliber Collision for a retail selling the outdoor, like the backyard storage sheds and gazebos. And we have two manufacturing plants in Indiana that we build them at. One is in Napanee and one is in close to Rossville, Indiana. So
Rockville,
Rossville.
Rossville?
So we build there and then we deliver into this area and sell. So,
Okay. Is it fair to say your presentation will be much like what goes on at Anderson Greenhouse and over here at, have you seen the Anderson Greenhouse just south of where you're at that sells sheds?
yes, I think I've been by there once. I'm not very familiar with the area, but I think I've been by there already. It would be kind of the same as that.
Okay, do you plan on having, I assumed it was Calibers or something like that, but you're gonna have a little office building or something then too?
Yes, we're planning to build an office building
Okay,
and then we'll also have some office personnel for dispatching and helping with paperwork and stuff.
okay.
So there'll probably be about 3 or 4 people that we'll hire, and they're from this area.
Will your site be paved?
The site, yes, we're planning to pave that. And I kind of took Mark's place here last minute because he had to go to Tennessee. So, but yeah, the site will be paved.
You gonna use Durabond on it?
I'm not sure. Probably not.
So while he's up there, something from me. So it says the owner wishes to sell sheds, and then he said sheds and some other gazebos or pergolas type stuff. But it appears that the variance would allow retail sales on the requested parcel. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. Do you have any issue with there being just general retail sales, or do you have a request that it be limited to a certain thing that the retail sales is? I'm concerned a little bit about just a broad variance that allows, if you are, I don't care. It's up to you all whether retail sales means all retail sales or whether it's within a specific scope of a certain type of product.
So in other words, it just sets a precedent long-term that retail sales.
It appears the petition says the petitioner used a variance to allow retail sales. And you can grant that, but to me, that would mean he could sell whatever he wanted,
Bubble gum or whatever, huh?
whatever. But it's also somewhat presented like it's going to be for the purpose of selling sheds and gazebos and pergolas, that type of product. So I guess that is,
I guess, Leah and Justin, what is the city's position? I mean, is this standard language that you usually use, or is this somehow broader than what you would usually use for this type of request?
Just from looking at the context of the site, there's a commercial corridor there that there was existing industry, and that's why it was zoned that way. But there is substantial commercial corridor as you head north on 15. So after looking at the site, we didn't feel like it would be detrimental to just leave it at retail sales. But again, that's the board's.
Well, but the question isn't retail sales as opposed to industrial. The question seems to be, do we allow them to sell bubble gum and, motor scooters along with sheds and gazebos?
Yeah, and our current ordinance doesn't necessarily discriminate between the two, the sale of sheds and retail sales. That's why we just blanketed, we just called it retail sales.
And so, I mean, is the city okay with that broad definition? That would potentially allow anything according to council?
I think that's a decision you guys could discuss as the BZA. I personally, from what we've seen, I don't think it would make a difference. If the shed place moved out and then they're starting to sell lawnmowers there or something, it doesn't, big picture, it didn't really seem to make a huge difference. But you could make the motion contingent on the sale just being pertaining to the sale of sheds if you would want to narrow that back down.
I mean, it's very possible we're gonna see even like further growth up north in terms of commercial. You still got some space north of that Kohl's, Texas Roadhouse, TJ Maxx area that could potentially be used as well. So for me, I don't necessarily see too many issues with it just being retail. You're gonna probably see some further sprawl long-term up north there. That's the way it's been heading at least. So I don't necessarily see an issue with it, but.
I don't either.
Okay, yeah, it's just kind of a new thought to me. I hadn't really, good point. I just hadn't really thought of it being overly broad. I just assumed it was standard language you always use in these kind of situations.
It does mirror what we use in the permitted uses of the zoning.
Say again?
The language we used in the comments, or Leah used in the comments, does mirror the permitted uses table. That's why we chose that language. So it is from the ordinance, but it is, so just to answer that question.
Okay, well, if you're happy and council's happy, I guess I'm okay.
I'm happy if you all are happy. So
There we go.
I just, in these kind of situations, I want to make sure that the petitioner and the city planning and the BZA are all on the same page about what's really being requested and what really are granted, because there's long-term effects from this. And I think they're thoughtful about it, and it's a permitted use, retail sales. So it was somewhat presented as allowing sheds, but this petition would allow retail sales as presented.
so they could sell it to a lawnmower business or something like that, and then we'd have lawnmower business, which I don't know if that's a bad thing, but that's what you're saying, yeah.
I just wanted to make sure you all were clear of what you were going to give permission for if it just went as presented.
You guys okay with that?
You want a motion? You want to close the?
Well, no, I gotta give him a chance to finish, and I gotta see if there's anybody in opposition, which I doubt there is, but. I'll go. So, Mr. Miller, is there anything more you wanted to add?
No, that should be it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Is there anyone else wishing to speak in favor, against, or has questions? Okay, with that, I'll close it to the public. You're welcome to sit down.
Okay.
And with that, I leave board, it's up to you. I think we've heard all the discussion.
I have no problem with this petition whatsoever.
I don't either.
Is
And
that
I
a
don't want to
motion?
I don't want to hog with taking the first.
Oh, okay.
I will make a motion to
Okay.
approve.
And I will second
By
that.
default, you gotta be second.
Yes.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none, okay. And now Leah's gonna get us some sheets to sign. Is there any further business, Leah or Justin, before us tonight?
Nope, that is all.
Okay, with that, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you all.
Ross?
Now,
Joseph, where's Rossville?
Rossville, it's over, just east of Lafayette.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It sounded familiar, and I thought, why should I know the name?
Once it starts blinking, if you hit it once, it should go off.
All right.
Is it on 25?
Here's for Carrie Stover.
Is it on 25?
Three?
There's three. One for
Oh,
each of you.
they're different.
Just curious.
Do you all sign one?
We all have to sign one, yeah. But
Or
This,
are they all
this,
individual?
why is this one different?
That is what populated